So fun fact, I've been known to use my brain from time to time, and well, your brain is responsible for, your existence, but most importantly to today, it's, well, thinking. And I've been known to think from time to time as well, and oh shit. And well, lately, one of the many things that I've been thinking about has been deep thought content. It's like, we live in a society type content. Feeling like I've been seeing that type of content a lot more recently. So I wanted to talk about it today. But hold your horses. Before we get into that, would anybody like this $20 bill?
I do. I'm gonna give it to one of you, but first, let me do this. Okay, now who still wants it? I do.
Now we're starting off kind of light here because honestly this one isn't really all that bad. The professor talks to his class, offers up the $20 bill, and then basically says regardless of whatever happens to this $20 bill, it still has value, kind of like yourselves. And despite the presentation being a little bit cheesy, it is a pretty solid message. However, what really fucked me up about this video is I went to college. Your professor will never ever do anything like this.
Never forget that.
Now, in all fairness, I'm sure maybe there's a couple of professors out there that are like this, but in my personal experience and just experience of people in my inner circle, this is just so unrealistic. What's really going to happen is your professor is going to show up to class probably like 15-20 minutes late, ask you if you've read the chapters out of your like $5,000 textbook that's not included in your like $40,000 of tuition, and then you're going to have a question about the reading, and they're going to respond with, ooh, I only do questions during office hours, anywhere between 2:30 and 2:35 a.m. only on Saturday mornings, and I have about 900 students, so good luck with that one.
My dear students, I've just showed you a very important lesson.
Meanwhile, the students were like, well, he teased us with that $20 bill, and I still don't know math. However, speaking of mid-lessons...
If she tells you you're an idiot, you are a lucky man.
I'm sorry. What? I can kind of understand the concept a little bit. Like, oh, you don't want your significant other always praising you and inflating your ego. But I feel like context here matters quite a lot, because if they're just constantly calling you idiots and names, I don't think you're in necessarily the healthiest relationship. Hey there, babe. Just wondering how you're doing.
What are
today.
you doing? Why are you in my house? I told you I didn't want to see you again.
No, you said you didn't want to see me anymore that day, I thought, is what we were talking about.
No, I didn't mean for the day. I meant like I never wanted to see you again. How did you get in here? Did you break into my house? Oh my God, you're actually such an idiot.
God, I really am
ever
just the
want to see you
luckiest guy
ever
out there.
again. As a matter of
You know,
fact, where's
when they
my
call
phone?
you an
I'm
idiot,
calling the
that's
police
how you
on
know they
right
really
now.
love
If you
you.
do not leave
I'm
my house. You broke into my house.
Just the luckiest
Get
man alive,
out.
aren't I?
Yes, 911. This idiot just broke into my house. What do you mean he's lucky? What are you talking about?
Well, that relationship clearly isn't going to work out. Let's check out a relationship that is seeming to work out pretty well. Come on now. That's a pretty cute relationship that these two birds have together. I mean, yes, they weren't actually saying those words and they just put the caption on top of that. Still cute nonetheless. Also, it's a little weird to get sure as a response to will you marry me. That one would probably sting a little bit. I mean, I guess technically she said yes, so I mean that's pretty tight. But my biggest question here is on the Deep Thoughts Instagram page. How is this a deep thought? Like, again, at its very core, it's just two birds snuggling up together. I don't see how this is supposed to propel me forward in life or like really enhance my level of thought. Like, how am I supposed to watch this video and then become the next Aristotle? It's not adding up for me. And well, it was right about now that I started to understand that deep._thoughts had this issue kind of throughout its entire page. It's supposed to be about these deep thoughts that really like make you think about life and society, but it's really just a lot of stuff about relationships. But again, not like relationship advice, not like relationship goals, kind of just like people being sad in relationships or not in relationships. Oh, and also, of course, executions, because, you know, that fits right in with that. Yeah, see, this one, the gears aren't turning on this one, to be honest with you. Because this has nothing to do with either relationships, nor is it a very deep thought. Like, what is it that you're supposed to take from this video? Don't try and execute people? Don't try and outsmart the people trying to execute you? I really don't get what I'm supposed to take from this video, because it seems like the only person that won was the horse, I guess, because it didn't die. I don't know how I'm going to implement that in my day-to-day life, but it's information that's now burned into my skull, so I have it. And while I'm starting to realize I'm not too good at deciphering what these deep thoughts are, I guess I might just be a lucky idiot after all.
She doesn't say, I love you.
So I figured, you know what? I can't figure them out on my own. Maybe you all can help me out a little bit. Take a quick second. Let's just look at a couple of these images together and see if we can figure it out together. What's the message here? I think I got this one. The message here is, don't go through your problems, erase your problems, and you'll be okay. Okay, regardless, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right. What's the message here? Okay, he's getting nails hammered into his head. The guy not nailing the nails into the ground, but getting nails nailed into his head seems to be pretty happy. Maybe the message here is life is always better when you have hair and other bald people are going to envy you. All right, last one here. What's the message here? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think this one stumped me. Well, I guess they do say that guys' brains don't stop developing till like 24, 25, so maybe I just haven't unlocked full potential yet to really understand these deep thoughts. Because like, well, when I look at this image behind me, I just see a man that's more than likely gonna get stranded in the middle of the ocean. But what do I know? I'm an idiot. A lucky one at that. However, the one thing that I do know is that you should go and tell your people that you love them. And I'll see you all next week when I go shopping for sand with the Easter Island heads. Yummy, yummy sand. Or maybe it's like a Home Depot ad.